Beautiful, isn't she? Her eyes. Look how she's looking right at us. Soundproof room, one-way mirror. Yet she still knows she's being watched. Clever girl. Clever girl.
Welcome back to Eden News Network. I'm Jessica Lishi.
And I'm Edward Freeman. Our latest today, famed xenobiologist Kasia Janaeus passed away at 942 after a long battle with esophageal cancer. Janaeus, a recipient of the Beacon Award, is survived by 4 daughters and their children.
In other news, Eden Administrator Jared Oliver has assuaged concerns regarding security around the 40-day war memorial parade scheduled later this month. Questions have been asked of the security of the event after a group calling themselves Valiant Liberty have claimed responsibility for the bombing of 2 weapons factories in the past year. Administrator Oliver said in a press conference,
"Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of Eden. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of Eden's resolve. Eden is being targeted for attacks because we are the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the galaxy, and no one will keep that light from shining." Eden, Earth, has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day. Yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world.
Bah, 40-day war. More like 40-day surrender negotiation. We come to humans with technology and engineering their brightest minds could never conceive. Then Asari and Turians show up, with 50-year added lifespan at them, and Ra had pay on that. So long, Quarian. Back to ghetto.
Why not go join Valiant Freedom then?
Valiant freedom. Pans de mansai. Human saying, do not eat where you shit, is okay. Valiant freedom shit where we eat instead.
There have been quarians joining.
There have been quarians getting fed Bahrat about the dead human gods and throwing their lives away.
Ever the optimist, Pietro.
Eden is being targeted for attacks because we are the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the galaxy, and no one will keep that light from shining.
Beacon of freedom and hope. Eden human name, by the way. I bet you half these buildings are quarian designed, yet the humans get to name it. Karatsanat. Where are you going?
As much as I love listening to your rants, they do not pay my rent. I've got work to do, scratch to make.
Bah, even your work involves humans. Wasting your genius to sell them new food delivery program.
Ha! Genius. You put too much faith in me, Pietro.
Just... be careful, okay? New officers graduate from academy recently. Every asshole with badge out to prove they are a tough guy.
You worry too much. Everything I have is on permit and legal.
Maybe you don't worry enough. Kasatinar!
Kasatinar. Excuse me, sir. You look like a busy man. No time to cook, no time to find place to park. I have just solutions for you. Food reviews, a food delivery, ultra-lax cabs, all yours for just 20 credits. You look like a girl looking for good times. I have program that lists hottest new clubs, when and where, dream promos, all the good stuff. Yours for just 15 credits. 10 credits.
See that
And
there?
I promise everything.
Yeah, T?
Malware peddler.
You look like a busy man.
Salespeople programs dirt cheap with a few attachments.
I have just
Worms wiggle their way into the Mark's bank account and ka-ching.
ultra-lax
No
cabs,
shit.
all yours for
Come on,
just-
kid. Let's go back a skag.
And I really think you'll find a lot of value out of...
Excuse me.
Oh yes. Afternoon, officer.
A weird place to be running a storefront.
Yes, well, you know what it costs to buy a booth. All for show. Not very business savvy.
Right. You got your permits?
Oh, yes, of course.
Wait, you see that, Mia?
Ma'am?
Her eyes. Those eyes look glazed over to you, Rookie.
Yes, ma'am. They do.
You mind coming down to the station with us? Fuck. Mia, get after her! Stop that man!
Oh. Oh no.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Hey, just what do you think you're doing?
None of your business, citizen. Wait, are you recording?
Live streaming. Might I see your name and badge number, officer?
You got lucky.
Skagsucker. Are you okay?
Oh. Oh no.
Rupture wasn't as bad as initially feared. Biometric sweep for bacteria reads at acceptable levels. I'll prescribe some antibiotics when she wakes up, just to be safe.
Thanks. Can you let me know when she wakes up?
No.
What?
I mean, legally speaking, you aren't even supposed to be back here unless you're her next of kin. Can't say I'm seeing much of a family resemblance.
Right.
But look, I've got other patients to see. You want to leave your number for her or something, be my guest. No rules against that. Just be sure to invite me to the wedding.
Eden is being targeted for attacks because we are the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the galaxy, and no one will keep that light from shining. Eden.
For what it's worth, I thought it was a good speech.
And we will Are you do so mocking this me, time. Captain? None of us will ever
Wouldn't
forget
dream
this
of it,
day,
sir.
Yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is... This goddamn parade.
Not in a celebratory mood?
I've got your people, the Asari, and the President's Council breathing down my goddamn neck about this parade. It's like they forget I'm fighting a war here. The bombs aren't in their city, so it's not their concern. just PR and fancy speeches.
The parade will go off without a hitch. I know you, Jared. You're not gonna let common thugs knock over your house of cards.
It is a house of cards, isn't it?
One with me guarding the base, at least.
Good. Good.
Mr. Oliver, I've got Catherine Rivers here to see you.
Captain, I'm going to need increased patrols throughout the Quarian district. If Valiant Liberty are content to hide like rats among the rubble, they can be exterminated as such. Send her in. Ah, Miss Rivers. You're late. Our appointment was scheduled 3 hours ago.
I have good reason for that, Administrator Oliver.
That's so. This. You're 3 hours late, and this is what you bring me.
Administrator, that officer
Are you fucking kidding me? You're 3 hours late to the appointment you insisted on. You come barging in here like you're goddamn Eleanor Roosevelt, and this is your smoking gun. And even if I found issue with this, which I do not, you didn't get the officer's name, his badge number. Just what do you expect me to do? Line up every fucking cop in this city so you can try and find a face match? I expected more competence from someone of your station. Our next meeting, of which I will set the time, I expect you to be there on the dot and with something of actual value. Are we clear?
Crystal.
And one more thing, Miss Rivers. I find it pertinent to remind you that these people you seem so determined to crusade for not only commit crime at twice the rate of Turian, Asarian humans, but are also 30% more likely to harbor extremist sympathies. Do you see what I did there? I used an actual fact with statistical backing. You may want to try it sometime instead of your dramatic anecdotes. But if you want dramatic anecdotes, I would be happy to list the names of the people killed in the last Valiant Liberty bombing. The driver of the van was a quarian, by the way.
That won't be necessary, sir.
Good. Now get out.
You might want to think about who goes in after you, you know?
I'm sorry?
Connor Kimball, finance guy, and more importantly, next in line to see old Shogun Oliver.
Right.
I could hear the shouting down the hall. Don't know how his secretary is so good at pretending she doesn't hear it.
Well, sorry, for what it's worth.
Take me to dinner if I get chewed out for these financial reports?
I'm sorry?
I gotta show the Shogun our financials. Unemployment's up 0.5% against last quarter. And I can tell he's already not happy. I figure he's going to yell at me. So, I was hoping you could... maybe... you could take me to dinner after. So I had something to look forward to?
I'm sorry, I've got somewhere to be.
Women. Always in a hurry.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
I came to check in on you.
Look, I appreciate the help with the cops and everything, but I'm fine. I can handle myself.
I can't give you a ride home.
Why do you want to?
Why not?
This isn't a fetish thing, is it? Swoop in on a vulnerable quarian girl?
No, it's not like that.
What is it then? Human guilt?
I'm just trying to help out a fellow citizen of Eden. That's what we are, right? Both citizens of Eden.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So, can I give you a ride home? You've clearly had a rough day.
Alright, yeah. But only because you're driving a refilled Excalibur.
Go ahead, hey?
I know a good car when I see it. So, you must be some kind of big shot.
What makes you say that?
I know what a refilled Excalibur costs. And you even splurged for organic range decibel system.
And we now go back to Jessica Lachey on the ground with continued live coverage of the 40-day war anniversary.
Stop them!